We are here at Leadership Unplugged 2019 in Atlanta with my friend Stephen John, who is the President and CEO of HomeServices Relocation. Thank you so much, friend, for being here with me.
My pleasure.
How are you?
Very good, very good.
Good. Well, we're talking about Leadership Unplugged, but I think part of Leadership Unplugged is dealing with the current set of the environment that's going on. And we've got this war, for talent that's been going on, talent shortages, gig economy. I'm so curious from your perspective, Stephen, how do you perceive this rate of change that's going on with that mobile force?
Well, I think that we clearly are faced with changes every day. People like to say the rate of change is accelerating. I think it's always been there, right? The only constant is change, and we have to understand that it's part of what we do and what we do every day. When you think about our industry, and this is true with any service industry, is first of all, we're not judged. I mean, there are these people that move multiple times, but the average person might move once or twice as a corporate relocation. They're not comparing our service to one of our actual competitors. They're not comparing my web app to one of our actual competitors' web apps. They're looking at, well, this app isn't as nice as the one I got from Bank of America, or it's not as good as what I see when I go on Facebook or Google. And those are the standards that we have to try and work towards. I actually had a transfer survey once asking us, well, why isn't our website as good as Facebook?
Yeah.
It's like, well, because I didn't spend $10 billion on it, but that is the level of competition and that is the level, the bar that we have to work towards. There's a lot of changes going on, and some of them are kind of countercurrent against one another, right? We see a lot of great technology now that's helping us work remotely. Video conferencing, telepresence, just a lot of different things that help folks just work out of their homes. The counter to that is there's, I don't know, I forget the number, 10,000 baby boomers retiring every day or something.
Yeah,
it's a huge number, right? And so we're definitely seeing a labor shortage, more demand for labor. So those kinds of things work against one another. And now we have some politics that are kind of, trying to hamper our ability to bring people in from overseas, immigration. So all of these things are kind of working against each other, and we have to be just aware of it and see what's going on.
So, I think you gave a great perspective on the rate of change and sort of the global landscape with respect to on the business side. So I want to pull through a theme. What is your sense of the rate of change then from a leadership and leadership skills building perspective?
I think the great thing about, we talk about AI taking over the world, and, I can't get Siri to, send an email for me, but it'll get there.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, what we're going to get these kind of intelligence assistants, things that help us with certain specific aspects of our job. And it will make us all better, more powerful, able to do things. Cybersecurity is a perfect example. We have AI within our shop for home services that screens every single email that comes in. It's 1 million emails a day.
Yeah.
There's no way you could hire enough people to do that, right? So now we're able to utilize something like this artificial intelligence application to do something that we just wouldn't able to be considered to do otherwise. As far as leadership, I think we're always going to need good leaders. And whether that's in business or in government or wherever, good leadership will help and will allow a business to compete that otherwise may not be as successful.
So let me give you a closing question, because I love this term, good leadership. So what are the 1 to 2, 3 words that immediately come to your mind when you think of good leadership?
So, I think what I've learned over the years is to always recognize that the folks who work for you are human.
Yeah.
And you have to recognize them as such, you have to treat them as such. Frankly, there's nothing that's happening at work that is more important than their families and their lives at home. And I always try and make sure that people understand that, and that's where I want them to really succeed. And I think that kind of culture and that kind of attitude helps them do better at work because they feel comfortable about it.
Yeah, awesome. My friend Stephen John, thank you so much for being here with me.
It's great to be here.